Hi there and welcome to a special non-denominationally themed holiday episode of Edmunds RoadNoise.
It's the end of the year and at Edmunds there have been a lot of changes.
For those who've been watching for a long time, you've probably noticed that there are more videos and that they look better too.
And beard features are strong.
Ah, yes. For those who have joined us this year from other channels or followed us here, we want to thank you for watching and subscribing.
And if you allow us a bit of self-indulgence, we're going to look over the top 10 videos that Edmunds did in 2018.
Both of these heavyweight mid-size sedans were recently redesigned, so Jay Kavanaugh and Mark Takahashi wanted to find out which one was the right sedan for your money. Hint, it's our top-rated family sedan, the Honda Accord. Now, why did this video work? Big surprise, popular cars have lots of people searching for them.
Want to go off-roading? Take a Jeep, right? Not so fast. Calvin Kim and I took out the Jeep Wrangler to put it up against the Subaru Crosstrek to see if the soft-roader had what it takes to beat the traditional off-roader. Spoiler alert, the Jeep beat it off-road, but the Subaru won just about everywhere else.
Dodge keeps adding power and extensions to the Challenger name, seemingly in equal measure. This year, Alana Scher went to drive the Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat Red-Eye to see if the extra 10 grand it costs over a standard Hellcat is worth the increases in power. Considering it makes nearly 800 horsepower and over 700 pound-feet of torque, I think the answer was a resounding yes.
I'm looking forward to 2019 when Dodge comes out with the Challenger Tu Wong Fu Thanks for Everything Julie Newmar.
Or the Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat Red-Eye Daytona Vanishing Point Edition.
I think they made a movie about that. When it comes to the most popular vehicles in America, compact SUVs are second only to full-size pickup trucks. So Mark Takahashi, Will Kaufman, and Josh Sadlier did a comparison test of the CX-5, the CR-V, and the RAV4. It's a lot of numbers. The CX-5 and the CR-V came out on top, but the Toyota RAV4 has been redesigned since then, so we're eager to repeat this test.
When it comes to electric vehicles, now there are more options than ever. In July, Dan Edmunds, Jay Kavanaugh, and Calvin Kim put the three most recent ones together to see how they stacked up against each other. Not only that, we actually owned each one and had them in our long-term fleet, so we could report on what it's like to actually drive these cars day by day. It's been interesting, especially in the case of the Model 3, but we'll talk about that in a bit.
Porsche 911 versus Chevy Corvette. It's the comparison we all grew up reading about, and now it's more powerful than ever. Alistair Weaver and Carlos Lago took the GT3 out versus the ZR1, and they had a few giggles sliding them about. Breaking news, horsepower is fun. Also, sky is blue and water is wet.
The I-Pace electric vehicle represents a pretty radical change for Jaguar. We were so excited to drive it that I took the first opportunity I could get to go to Portugal and get behind the wheel. It was an interesting experience, and that whole segment looks to be evolving radically, especially with entries from Mercedes, Audi, and Porsche next year. Look for more on this group in the coming year.
Pony car wars will never change. They'll always be fun. So we had Mark Takahashi and Carlos Lago take out the Mustang GT and the Camaro SS, and they had the kind of fun you'd expect them to have. Now, while this video was technically uploaded in the end of 2017, we're going to count it here. Now, the Camaro has been updated since we did this test, and so we get to do the test again. Yay, burnouts! Woohoo!
Our first review was generally impressed. We liked the car a lot, but the ownership experience has changed our opinion somewhat. It's been, let's say, mixed. The Model 3, though, still continues to make waves in the industry, and we look forward to reporting on it as the long-term test continues. But another big surprise, it seems that people just like to have good-looking cars that drive well, regardless if they're electric or not.
What's the best full-size truck? That's what Dan Edmunds, Alana Scher, and myself all set out to find out when we compared the Chevy Silverado, the F-150, and the Ram 1500. We towed, we loaded the beds, and we drove them thousands of miles. And if you want to find out more about why the Ram 1500 is ranked the Edmunds' #1 full-size pickup truck, go to Edmunds.com.
Thank you guys for watching. We're looking forward to seeing you in 2019. Be sure to hit subscribe, leave your comments below, and have a safe and happy New Year's.
And go to Edmunds.com/RoadNoise for more.